Welcome to Battle Truth and my point of view. I don't know you, so I'm not a hater. I can only give you the facts that's written on these papers. And since we have no dealing, therefore the court can care less about your feelings. I'm the Honorable MallikiBaker, your presiding judge, chairman, and spokesperson for the One United Front. You are my witnesses and jury. You may be seated. Court is now in session. Let's talk about it. Welcome to my first episode. I'm going to start also called Bending the Rules. In this series, I'm going to start called Bending the Rules. What I'm going to be doing is giving rules of the game to help educate battle rappers and give them some good pointers and things on how to beat several opponents. Easy to Block Captain is the first person I'm doing the first series on, the first episode on, called Bending the Rules. Why did I choose Easy to Block to be the first? Because first of all, I want to congratulate and celebrate the brother for being on fire. Okay, I want to celebrate and congratulate him for being on fire. He definitely one of the hottest dudes in the game right now. He definitely on my top list of most exciting battle rappers to watch right now. He come with it every time. He consistent. He on fire. So he got everything working in his favor to continue to be successful in battle rap. And he's dominating the game right now. Okay. So as I'm watching him battle opponents after opponents, I'm noticing what these opponents he battling is lacking in. And anytime when it comes to battle rap, the number one rule to the game in battle rap is knowing your opponent. Knowing your opponent. Easy, the Block Captain, is a predictable battle rapper. If you knew your opponent, you should know how Easy going to come every round. Easy is just like Geechee Gotti when it comes to battle rapping. They don't have another style. So they're not going to be versatile and switch up and change up on you. You know how they coming. So it comes down to how important do the battle mean for you. Because if this is a battle you're going into with, and you got the mind state that you actually want to win, or at least make it debatable to be a classic, I don't see how you can be labeled as being on a league of the best battle rappers in the world, and you're not coming out in a battle against Easy the Block Captain as a classic, debatable, or a win if you knew your opponent. Now, let's get one thing out of here also. If you do not have energy, stage presence, your cadence and aggression, if you don't have that, you will not be successful in going up against Easy the Block Captain, who have those qualities. Those attributes he have make his bars actually more relatable when he can stand there, control the crowd, aggression, energy, build up. When you is skillful like that, when you can write, and just as you wrote it, it also align with the main stages of small room, and you know how to bring it out to the point that when it hit, it actually hit just like you wrote it, that's skillful. And a lot of battle rappers miss that mark right there. So if you do not have those attributes to start with going up against him, you ain't for a long night. Because you're not just going to beat him with bars. You're not going to just beat him with bars. You're not going to beat him with a style like Bill Collector, B Magic, or Chilla Jones. You're not going to beat him with those type of styles. It's not going to happen. Here's the key to beating Easy the Black Captain. Here's the key. 3 things gonna happen if you use these rules when battling Easy the Black Captain. 1, at the least, the battle should be a debatable. 2, you should come out with a classic. 3, you should win this battle if you apply these rules that I'm about to give you. But remember, if you lack stage presence, your cadence and aggression, performance, you in for a long night. Number 2, knowing your opposition, your opponent. Easy and predictable. He's not going to do nothing different in any battle. He's not going to change up his style. He don't have a style to change into. He's comfortable in where he's at, and it works for him. It works for him because y'all don't know these rules. So let me give you the rules. This is the kryptonite to beating Easy to Block. You know what? I might change my title. I might not call it Bending the Rules. I might call it Battle Rap Kryptonite. That's what I'm going to call it. Battle Rap's Kryptonite. That's what I'm going to call it. So let me give you Easy to Block Captain Kryptonite. His kryptonite is the opposite of what he represents. For instance, he's called Easy to Block Captain. But this is how you beat him. You strip him of his identity. What I mean by that? Well, when you go up against Easy, it's going to be 3 rounds of personals. He's going to give you 3 rounds of all personals mixed in with his lifestyle. So you're going to get personals in his lifestyle, all 3 rounds. He's not going to never change that up at all. He's not a bar-heavy rapper. He just heavy at what he talk about. That's why his slogan is the talk is different. So he's going to real talk you mixed in with personal things that's supposed to be about his life. Well, thing about that is we don't have no evidence of his life. And because we don't have no evidence of the lifestyle that you representing, this becomes your kryptonite. You cannot battle rap against Easy the Block Captain not going personal. You're not going to bar him to death and win. You have to get personal with him. So you know how you beat him? You strip him of his powers. Therefore, the things he talked about lose power. Again, you Easy the Block Captain. From what block? What evidence? How much money you ever made in your whole life? How much money you ever seen in your whole life that was actually yours, not somebody else? What dirt? Somebody else did or you did? See the difference? You have to know how to angle and use those as darts, like darts. Knowing how to properly angle because you know your opponents And you have to stay on that. See, here's the thing that hurt a lot of people. They don't get it when going up against this guy. When going up against a guy like him, you have to stay on him all 3 rounds. Like, for instance, let's look at Verb, when Verb just went up against him. Verb had 1 round of real talk with him when he first started that round out. That was the only round you could basically say Verb got, because he challenged him on his own level. But as the battle went on, he went away from it. He went away from it. Easy stayed on it. Easy slogan. This ain't a slogan, but this is the slogan for Easy. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Don't try to fix it. So what's working for him, he never try to fix. He gonna give you 3 rounds of personal fire. All 3 rounds. And he's going to always come with more than enough. If you notice when he rap, he never raps just enough. He always comes with more than enough. And that's another thing that hurt a lot of these battle rappers. When they going up against him, bless him. When they going up against him, they always, for the most part, they always come with just enough. Like, you got a 3-round battle, you coming with 2 minutes and 30 or 3 minutes exactly. Nah. If it's a 3-minute, when you going up against him, 4.5. 4.5. Make them stop you to some degree, but use your wisdom also, because that's how he gonna come. That's how he gonna come. And you have to do that for 3 rounds straight. But you have to strip him of his power, because there's no proof behind him being the block captain. Who do you run? What shots you ever call? What block you on? Hustle with who? See, you got to know how to use this. Who let you get money in Philly? And you have to know the people in Philly that get money, that's the muscle. Who let you get money? Did you get money? Did you get money on such and such block, such and such? See, you got to, now you got to tackle all corners and do your research. Do your research of the muscle in Philly and what areas around that. The block captain of what? What I hear, such and such streets, that's been ran by. So when have you ever been a block captain on who block? See, you got to strip the power, but you got to stay on it. Like a pit, when you lock on it, you can't touch on it and back away. You got to stay on it. What happens is, if you do it skillful like battle rappers should, this will take away from the power of his bars. Because once you, if you really, really good and you expose something so bad, it can take away the strength of the other person's bars. For instance, that's the thing Charlie Cliff did to Twerk. Remember when Charlie Cliff was going up against Twerk? When Cliff was rapping, he took away all Twerk stuff. And then when Twerk started rapping, it wasn't even the same. He took away his power. When he was using the gun stuff, that didn't even work no more. You know what I'm saying? It was gone for that battle. And Cliff pulled that battle out because he stripped him of his power. And then when Twerk tried to rap, Cliff was so skillful on how he did it that it was effective doing Twerk rapping that it wasn't even received that good like that. Same thing with Easy to Block. You have to strip him of his power by reversing what he used for power, being the block captain. Well, we have no evidence of the block captain. So since there's no evidence of the block captain, then you knowing what the block is, what the street does, and how it really runs and operates, this is what you use against him. And you make it all personal. You don't even have to necessarily talk about your life at all. You just strip his down and paint a narrative about him, but be effective in the research that you've done. That's how you proper angle when going against somebody like him. And when it's hitting hard and effective, I don't care who you are, you can't get around that real talk. You look, you see how people use the angle on his girl. I get that. And it'd be okay. But I would take another angle. the nature and quality of your girl show me how you really are in the streets. See the difference? See the difference? See how that work? You have to know how to properly angle. See what I'm saying? This is how you beat him. This is how you beat him. This is his kryptonite. But this is something that you can't touch on. This is something you have to go on from beginning to end, but not hold on to the same thing. It's so much you can attack on this level. It's so much. It's so much. And you got so much to use as a factor when going up against him. Because unlike other people, he had to work his way up to the ranks. That's another way you kill it. Oh, boy. If I was a battle rapper, I'd be unstoppable. Let me tell you something. This is how you kill it. You had to work your way up in the ranks. They put you through the PGs, which lets me know you wasn't having no money and no paper, because money opened doors for you. Paper put you in position. If you had to work your way up through the PG rank, that let me know you ain't had no paper, because it took you years to even get light. Now you got light, but you in your 30s. See what I'm saying? See, it's stuff like that. Knowing how to angle, knowing how to put it together, and then you take that and you bring it back to the block. See what I'm saying? Then it's even more tragic because of the team he under. So you the easy to block captain, but you went up under gun titles, where the two leaders that's in gun titles is under all these different allegations. But they touch on it and they never go on. You can't just touch on it. You have to literally break that down and then bring it back to being the captain, being the boss, being the shot caller. How so? If you under the wings of, you got to go. See, it's so much to go off on. I don't see how people not being victorious. Well, I see how, because they not doing their homework. They not doing their homework. But when you going up against this guy, he dominating the game right now. All eyes is on him. This ain't somebody to overlook. This is somebody to always take serious, because right now he got the game in the palm of his hands. He got all the support he needs, from the league to the bloggers to the battle rappers to the community. So nothing can go wrong with him, and he delivering. Let's just be real. If he wasn't, I wouldn't be doing this episode. He's delivering. So y'all have to be hungry like him. One thing I can say about him, he respect where he at to some degree. I still don't like the gun title thing. So I don't think he respecting it to really understand where he at. But he understand that it's his moment and it's his time. He just don't have the confidence to tell the truth and do what's right. That's another thing he lacked. He lacked that confidence. Forget confidence in battle rap. He lacked the confidence that's in any real boss, that you have to tell it like it is, stay positioned. He lacked that confidence. He lacked that confidence. As a real boss, you already know, no real boss is lining themselves up under gun titles. I'm sorry, especially with all the information you already know that's out here. I don't have to be up under you to be cool with you now. I ain't got nothing against you. Hey, we can talk, conversate, but I cannot put myself under your brand in any type of way, being who I represent. No boss will ever do that. No boss and captain will ever do that. But again, this is not something to speak on. This is something to go on. You have to go on that and be strategic enough to structure that in rounds where it can be effective. But again, if you ain't got no stage presence, cadence, aggression, it ain't gonna go so well with you. So this material is top secret, okay? Matter of fact, I might call it that. Kryptonite's top secret. Oh no, I got a lot of stuff I might do. See, my mind be going, man. But that's how you do it. You strip him of his power. You show him the mirror. You show him the mirror, and you line up the criteria that he had, that that's proven in his life that he haven't checked off. That he haven't checked off. But again, this ain't something to touch on. This is something to go on. You can't touch on it. You can't say a hot line. You can't say a hot line. You have to really rap with this guy from beginning to end. That's another thing. You can't take no bar off. You have to really be on your EFB going up against this guy because you at a disadvantage. If it come close to some degree, he gonna win on the polls to some degree, depending on how effective you are. That's how it come when you going into this battle knowing your opponent. You can't play like that. This dude, beating him is worth something. He's one of the dudes in battle rap that's worth something if you beat him. It's worth something. It's not no water under the bridge. So you have to really know your opponent. And you can't play with this guy. From the moment it's your time, you got to go. You got to go. You have to make sure you know your stuff by heart. You got to make sure you come to kill. You got to have a game plan. You got to have the right angles. You got to be personal. You got to be personal with him all 3 rounds. Do not try to out-rap this dude. You have to be personal with him all 3 rounds, okay? And I'm telling you how this really works. You got to strip him of his armor. You got to strip him of it. And if you do that, you should be successful battling Easy the Black Captain. You may not win still. This don't mean you really gonna win, but you shouldn't come nothing short of a classic or a debatable battle. And with that being said, excuse me, it's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment that's in question, it's yours. Hit the link in the description box, subscribe to Battle Truth, join the Patreon, battle rap blog dropping on there every day. Every day. So thanks for the love and support, and appreciate y'all joining a new episode I'm starting. I don't know, man. Should I call it Bending the Rules, Kryptonite's Top Secret, or Battle Rap's Kryptonite? I don't know, man. We're in the comments. If y'all got some ideas, let me know. So it's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment that's in question.